Oh, wow. I get a lot of emails, y'all. Y'all just don't know. I get a lot of emails, a lot of posts and inboxes on Facebook. People are saying, hey, look, mama, how can I make my power stronger? Most of my mail comes from women. Mama, how can I get power, strong powers, supernatural powers? You all ask me those questions, but the only way to truly get it is to get yourself in a position where you have nothing to lose. Not only in that place where you have nothing to lose, but also you got to be in a place where you don't care about what people think about, what you're practicing and how you look, how you're living, what you're wearing, where you're going, what you're driving. You got to get to that place in order for the spirits to really work some true supernatural power in your life. You can't care about how people see you or whether or not you're attractive or pretty or beautiful. See, we as women, we're so hung up in our appearance, trying to meet that standard of beauty, looking in the mirror, trying to make sure there aren't any moles. And witches always have moles. I'm just teasing. But anyway, see, I got mines. I don't know about you. Which is, sometimes we may have some warts. Don't have any warts, but if I have one, I wouldn't be surprised. It's just a little humor there, okay? But, you can't care about what people think about you. Women, I'm especially talking about you. You're so concerned about your hair being, pressed really straight or making sure you got that little thing right on your hair, your curls just right, or, that color just right. You may want to be, a blonde or a redhead, or may want to be a dark head, or, whatever you decide you want to be at that moment. A lot of that is being controlled and manipulated by the standards of beauty. Now, I'm only talking about the Western standards right now because y'all got to know that beauty is different from one culture, one place to another. Okay. What may be considered beautiful in West Africa, and especially when you're dealing with those different tribes in West Africa and Asia, different tribes all over the world, the standards of beauty changes from one place to the other. I think I gave you all an example. In one place, it may be just real beautiful to have lip plates. You got, tribes that have the huge lip plates. Well, if you come here, people will look at you like you're crazy. If you go there, look in a certain kind of way of a way that is beautiful here in the Western civilization, it may be crazy to them. Okay? So you gotta get to that point where you're depending totally on inner beauty, because that inner beauty will decide what you will look like at that particular moment. Know that if you're practicing witchcraft, your appearance is definitely going to change. If you're practicing, especially any dark arts, any dark magic, any of that, black magic or whatever, any kind of witchcraft, it's going to mold your appearance because you are a part of what you practice. So if you want those supernatural, magical powers, let your inner beauty guide and decide for you what you should look like at any given day, not the standards of beauty. Okay. I'll be back in a little bit. Bye bye.